We are talking about CSS fixed position. Okay, so to start with that, we'll create our basic structure, HTML basic structure. Inside this body, okay, we will create a, let's just write a header one, let's just write something in header one, h1. Let's just use a random roaring word. Let me say roaring, let me use random, it's supposed to e random 60 words and see how it looks like. Okay, let me refresh my page. Okay, I will change it to paragraph so I can use h1 for kind of a header. So let me do that. Let me put p here, and then also do the same thing here. Say p. Okay, let me also increase because I would like to. I will scroll through the text. So let me add more. Let me add more Lauren. Let me add Lauren. Let me say 500 random words and see. I want it to cover the screen so I can scroll. Okay, this one is okay. I can now scroll. You can see that. Okay, so let me add a header so it will make sense to look a little bit good in the eyes. Let me use header one. And inside this header one, I'll use a uppercase. Let me use say let's say about. Okay, let me just say about us. Okay, about our website. Let me use that about our website. Okay, so they have a lot of things to reach. Let me scroll up. You see that. Okay, about our website. Okay, inside this about our website, let me just, okay, I think the spacing is okay. Or let me just put one break and see how it looks like. BR, not this one. BR. Okay, see the space now makes a little bit sense. Okay, so this is a kind of a test. Let's assume that this is a person leading our website, kind of leading about our website. Okay, so let's add our CSS. We're using external CSS. Let's connect our external CSS link. Okay, so we have connected our external CSS. Now, we want to illustrate a fixed position. Okay, a fixed position, CSS fixed position. So to do that, we have about how many this thing do we have here now? We have only two elements here. So I think I'll be adding div. I would like to add div because I'll use div to illustrate what I want to say. Okay, so let me add the div at the top. Yeah, let me add it at the top. I can actually shift it if I want. Okay, let me add the div here. Div. Okay, so the div is what I'll be targeting. Other ones are just for illustration, but the div is our main concern. So that's what we will use to illustrate the fixed position. So to do that, we say div because we are using element selector. Okay, so we're using the name div, the div element. So open our decoration block. Inside will be let's first of all give this a background. So once we add our width and height, it will be very visible. Let's say background, say background color. Let me give it let me give it a blue color. Okay, now let me add width. Let me say width. Let me do it 40 by 40 and see how it will look like. 40 by 40 pixel. Let me give the height 40 pixels. 40 pixels. Okay, you can see that this is our div. Okay, you can see this div now. If you scroll down, it will disappear. Okay, now okay, the next thing I will do now, I want to add the fixed attributes to it. Not fixed attribute, but fixed value, which is position property. Position is the property, then the fixed is the value of the position. So add a position property, this position, then we now use the word fixed. Now use the fixed. The fixed is the value. So as I put this now, if I scroll um this thing up, this thing will remain like this. The fix just make the elements, it will just make the element to be fixed at that point where it is in the browser. Even if you are scrolling, in as much as you are scrolling up and down, it will remain, it will not scroll with the other, it will not scroll with other elements. So let's do that. Let's scroll now. You can see down, the is fixed here, it will never move, it will just be there. Let's do it again. It is fixed there. You can see that it's fixed. So let me just let me bring it somewhere to this side. Let me bring it somewhere this side. I want to push it, let it come here, let it come this side. Okay, so inside this, let me say something like I'll use, here is left and here is right and here is top. So I like the top. Okay, should it come down small? Let me push it down small. If I push it down small, then I will now add, okay, let me push it to this side first, then I will now control the top. Okay, let me use this side is left while this side is right. So let me say right, let me say 10 pixel for the 10 pixel for the right. Let me see what, yeah, this, I like the way it's moved to this side. Now let me control the top, the top, let me give it let me say 50 pixels. Let me see how it looks like. Okay, it moves down. Let's move it down a little bit. Let's say 75, which is half of that, this thing. Let's say 75 pixels. Okay, let me see. You can see, yeah, this is what I want. It looks nice now. You can see it now. It's well, it just positioned, it will never move. In some websites you will see this kind of thing. Sometimes they use sort of a Facebook icon or WhatsApp icon or stuff like that. You'll be scrolling while the thing remains, it will never move. This is how they do it in the CSS. Okay, let me just reduce the size and just put some, let me just put letter inside. Let me just say, let me know whether I can try and create something like Facebook icon here. Okay, let me use this thing to create something like Facebook icon that will remain stable there. Whether you're scrolling up or down, it will remain there. Okay, let me try and do something now. I will alter this width. Let me reduce the width to, let me say 20 pixels and see what happens. Okay, it's like it's too small. Let me do 25 pixel. Okay, then let me do it 25 by 25 and see what it does. Okay, I think it makes a little bit sense. Okay, now let me add letter inside the, let me add letter inside the div and see what it looks like. These are, here is our div. Let me add f. Let me know that it will resemble something like Facebook. This f, let me use a block letter. Let me say shift f. Let me use lowercase f. Think the f is here. Let me give this f that I added inside here white color and see what it looks like. Let me say color. Let me give it a white color, or let me use anything that resemble white. Let me use beige. I think this one is more visible. Okay, what else will I do now? Let me increase the font size of the text. Let me say font size, let me make it let me say large and see what larger look like. It's not giving me what I want. Let me use 1 em, see what it looks like. How about 2 em? No, how about 2 em? Okay, 2 em looks okay, but there's but here. Let me use 1.5. Perfect, it makes sense now. It makes sense. Okay, this looks like face. Let me use cap. Okay, yeah, 1.4. How will it look? How about 1.6? Okay, I just want that background listen to this. Okay, I think we'll manage this one. What if I change it now to block letter? What will it look like now? Let me say uppercase F. It does not look like Facebook is always a small letter, a lowercase. Okay, let me use that lowercase. Now, I want to position this letter in the center. Let me see how it will look like. Let me use let me say test align center. Let me see how it will look like. Wow, it looks like Facebook. I'm just trying to mimic Facebook icon. It's not This is not really Facebook icon. Just trying to mimic it so I can illustrate this fixed CSS fixed position. So let me just curve the edges of this square so it will be a kind of curvy. Let me use radius. Let me use border radius. Border radius. Where is it? Let me type it. Let me say border radius. Border radius. Let me give it a 10 percentage or 10 pixel. Let me see what it looks like. It looks a bit okay, but I don't want. Let me use percentage. Percentage will really give me what I want. Say 10%. Yeah, I think it looks a little bit. Let me make it 15. 15. How about 20 pixel? Yeah, perfect. It looks like not perfect actually. Let me do 25. It's not perfect, but it looks at least somehow close to Facebook icon. Okay, so let's just assume that this is our Facebook. So if you I can also you can also make this in a clickable link, but you have to take us time. But we're not going there. We're just trying to illustrate um, CSS fixed position. So like this now, if you scroll down, assuming you are reading about our website, if you scroll down, whatever you are reading, the text will be there. The Facebook icon will be there. Just use Facebook. The Facebook will be there. Facebook will be there. Whatever you are doing, it will be there. It will never move. It will just be there. So in case if you want to connect with us in Facebook, you just click there. If you click it, it will now link you to our Facebook. But that one is for another video. Okay, it's not in this video. Okay, so that is it for CSS fixed position. Okay, so we'll call it a day in this video. That is it for the today. Okay, thank you for watching. See you in the next video.